Iran. You go form an army and fight Iran. You go to Israel and fight Hamas. We are American people. It's not our problem. And you're not going to convince us otherwise. We're done. Israel has been convincing us that their issues and their enemies in the Middle East are ours since the 80s. And all it's done is cost us trillions of dollars and tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of American lives. We are done. The deception is over. The game is over. And you're not going to insult us because we're done playing. You're not going to insult us because we're done with Israel's wars and done with you controlling the right-wing geopolitical discourse. We're done, and we're not going to be insulted. You've gone too far. Israel's time running our foreign policy is over.
Israel just admitted that they control America. Don't believe me? So if you know, Trump said he's basically done with Israel and all the wars that they're creating and the refusal at a ceasefire. And now he is making a deal with Saudi Arabia that's going to help us with our relationships with Saudi Arabia and securing oil for the American people. Well, Israel is beyond ticked. They are not part of this deal. There was nothing that America brought to the table to include Israel in receiving oil. I mean, why should they? And Israel said that this was the straw that broke the camel's back. Now they're saying that if America does not include them in on this deal, or if they aren't happy with the deal that they might get included in on, well, they will prevent it from going through in the Senate. The Senate that is the American Senate. The Senate selected by the American people who are supposed to represent the American people, not represent a foreign entity. And they just came up with a new updated definition of what anti-Semitism is, saying that if you say America is run by Israel, you are being anti-Semitic. But what about when Israel itself comes out and says they are running America? Now is it still being anti-Semitic?
Israel has threatened the United States with, quote, unilateral action. That's right. Israel has released a statement over the alleged report that President Trump is going to recognize the state of Palestine. And in the statement, Israel threatened unilateral action against the United States. In the past 3 days, Trump has crossed 3 red lines for Israel. On day 1, he cut all communication with Netanyahu. Day 2, he made a deal with Israel's mortal enemy, Saudi Arabia. And number 3, he will be recognizing Palestine. And today he made it number 4. You see, this is Eden Alexander, an American hostage in Gaza. But Trump made a deal to get him out of captivity. This is a deal that the White House didn't tell Israel about. And they didn't negotiate for any of the Israeli hostages, only the American. This is now the 4th day in a row that the president has gone against Israel. And all it took was 4 days for Israel to threaten the U.S.
Breaking news, Israel has just said they do not need the U.S. and they can handle the Middle East on their own. Speaking hours ago, Netanyahu said, quote, we need a detox from American security in the Middle East. He also went on to say this right here, that Israel may soon need to end the reliance on U.S. aid. If you didn't know, America's #1 aid recipient is Israel by far. He also said that from now on, they will not seek America's permission for war in the Middle East, especially with the Houthis in Yemen, and that he is done consulting Trump for what to do in Gaza. If you're wondering what that means, he re-announced today the blockade of food and water into the Gaza Strip with 2 million people. President Trump also canceled his visit to Israel and instead visiting Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and the UAE, which countries like Saudi Arabia don't even recognize Israel as a country. This is a 3-day Middle East trip. We were supposed to visit Israel, but that's not happening. Trump has said he will not let Israel drag the United States into a war, and instead will be seeking peace with countries in the Middle East, with or without Israel's permission.
Hey guys, I just wanted to cover this. I don't know if you guys saw this over this past weekend. Trump repeatedly bypasses Netanyahu, stoking dismay. This is among Israelis. This is from the Washington Post. There was tons of reports about this on Friday, Saturday. My Twitter was blowing up, or my X was blowing up. And it was super awesome to be able to see this. If this is a direction that Trump is really going to go with this would be a huge win for Americans. This would be a huge win for America since 1948. If you don't know the history of Israel, go look that up. Go do some research. Research the Balfour Declaration of 1917. research the Nakba, and understand that Palestine was Israel, or Palestine was a state. The whole entire land was Palestine. And if you, that's where Jesus is actually from. He's actually from Palestine. He's not from Israel. And, but yeah, this would be a great win for all Americans. This would be a great win for us, so we don't have to do their dirty work anymore. We don't have to fight their wars. We don't have to do all the bullshit that they want us to do, because they hold our politicians in, they blackmail our politicians. So this would just be amazing if we just cut ties with them, let them go do what they want to do, and we'll do what we want to do, and stop sending them $800 billion, since 1948 would be awesome, because I'm tired of my tax dollars going to fight all these, foreign wars and all this bullshit that we have to go do. So, yeah, no, this would be a huge win for America. But go check out the articles, go research them, go research the Balfour Declaration, go research the Nakba, and some of these things that pertain to Israel and the bullshit narrative that they've been pushing. So y'all are gonna take it easy. And I did a podcast about this, so go check out the 4P podcast, episode 78. Go check it out.